Warm welcome to one and all. This is Chetan Jadhav from Mechanical Department. Let me start with third lecture on projection of solids. Let's look ahead at very interesting problems on pyramids. Problem 1. A square pyramid, 35 mm sides of base and 65 mm axis length rests on HP on one of its edges of the base, which is inclined to VP at 30 degree. Then draw the projections of the pyramid when the axis is inclined to HP at 45 degree. Already we know that a square pyramid is a polyhedron. Let us look at the figure. The square pyramid has one apex at the top side and one base at the bottom side. The base is in the form of square shape. That is why it is called as a square pyramid. The base has four edges, two at the front, two at the back, which are known as edges of the base. Also, the base has four corners, which are known as corners of the base. The apex and base are joined with four inclined edges, which are known as slant edges. Three at the front, one at the back. Between apex and base, there are four inclined triangular faces, which are known as slant triangular faces. Two at the front, two at the back. This is about a square pyramid. Prior to we move ahead, let's first try to visualize the given problem with the help of animation. As in the given problem, first we will place the square pyramid in such a way that it will be resting on its base on horizontal plane. In the top view, the square pyramid looks like a square lamina with a size of 35 mm. Also, we can observe that the four slant edges of the square pyramid looks like diagonals in the top view. Also, we should take care that the base edge should be at the right hand side. In the front view, the square pyramid looks like a triangular lamina with a height of 65 mm. In the second position, we will tilt the square pyramid in such a way that the base of square pyramid, that is ABCD, will be at an angle of 45 degree. When we measure the angle made by axis with respect to horizontal plane, it will be at 45 degree. Also, we can see that the square pyramid is tilted in such a way that it is resting on one of its base edges, that is base edge BC. In the top view, we can observe that the base of square pyramid, that is ABCD, is invisible. In the third position, we will rotate the square pyramid in such a way that the resting base edge having a true length 35 mm will be at an angle of 30 degree with respect to vertical plane. Since the resting base edge is having a true length and the given angle is true angle, we will use a direct method. Here we can see that the resting base edge BC is in line or inclined with respect to vertical plane at an angle of 30 degree. This is the final top view of given problem, in which we can observe that the base of square pyramid is invisible in all the three positions. This is the third position front view, in which the base of square pyramid is visible. And this is the final front view of given problem in all three positions. Students, let's move ahead with drawing. We will solve the given problem in three positions or three steps. In the first position, we will draw the top view of square pyramid in such a way that square pyramid will be resting on its base on horizontal plane. In the top view, the square pyramid looks like a square lamina with a base edge having length 35 mm. Also, we can observe that in the top view, all the four slant edges of the square pyramid looks like diagonals, that is diagonal AC and diagonal BD. Also, we have to draw the top view in such a way that the square pyramid will be having one of its base edge, that is edge BC, towards right hand side of the observer, so that in the second position we can tilt the square pyramid such that it will be resting on its base edge BC. To get the front view, we will draw the line of projections. In the front view, we can see the true height of a given square pyramid, that is nothing but 65 mm. Also, we can observe that in the front view, square pyramid looks like a triangular lamina with a height of 65 mm. In the second position, we will rotate the square pyramid in such a way that the axis O1 O2 will be at an angle of 45 degree with respect to horizontal plane. To draw this second position front view, we can use so many methods. One of the easiest method is to find the base inclination using the formula base inclination is equal to 90 degree minus axis inclination. Since axis inclination is 45 degree, so 90 minus 45, we will get 45, which is nothing but base inclination. So first we will draw this base inclination with a 45 degree line with respect to horizontal plane. Then we will recreate the first position front view in such a way that the base of square pyramid, that is A dash, B dash, C dash, D dash, will be in line with this 45 degree line. Then we will use a protractor to measure the axis inclination. Then automatically we will get 45 degree, which is nothing but the axis is inclined to HP at 45 degree. To get the top view, we will draw the line of projections as shown. We can observe that the top view, the base is invisible, which should be indicated with a dotted line. In the third position, we will rotate the square pyramid in such a way that the resting base edge BC will be at an angle of 30 degree with respect to vertical plane. Since the resting base edge BC is having a true length which is equal to actual length of base edge 35 and the given angle is 30 degree, that is true angle, so we'll use a direct method. So we will recreate the second position top view in such a way that the base edge BC will be in line with this true angle 30 degree. Then to get the front view, we'll draw the line of projections as shown. In the front view, the base of square pyramid is visible, hence it should be indicated with a continuous line. Let me explain how to draw visible and invisible edges of the square pyramid. In the second position top view of square pyramid, we will join the axis O1, O2 with a chain line. Then we will join the outermost corners present on the boundary of the solid, that is A, B, O1, C, D with continuous line, because always the boundary of given solid is visible. When the observer is seeing from the top side, he can't see the base A dash, B dash, C dash, D dash. Also, he can't see the resting base edge B dash and C dash. Hence, in the top view, the base edge BC is invisible, which should be indicated with a dotted line. Also, when the observer is seeing from the top side, he can see the triangular slant face, that is O1 dash, A dash and D dash. Hence, in the top view, we will join A, O1, D with continuous line, which is visible from the top side. And these are the three slant triangular faces which are visible from the top view. In the third position front view, we will join the axis O1 dash, O2 dash with a chain line. Then we will join the outermost corners, that is A dash, B dash, C dash, O1 dash with a continuous line, because as explained earlier, the corners or edges which are present at the boundary of a solid are always visible. When the observer is seeing from the front view, he can see the base of square pyramid, that is A, B, C, D. Hence, in the front view, the base A dash, B dash, C dash, D dash is visible, which should be indicated with a continuous line. Again, when the observer is seeing from the front view, he can see the triangular face O1, A, D and one more triangular face O1, D, C. Hence, in the front view, the triangular faces O1, A dash, D dash, O1, D dash, C dash should be indicated with a continuous line. Again, when the observer is seeing from the front view, the third triangular face, that is O1, AB, is invisible, that is which is hidden, which should be indicated with a dotted line. Hence, in the front view, we will indicate the edge O1 dash, B dash with a dotted line. This is the base which is visible from the front view, and these are the two triangular faces visible from the front view.